More than a month after Jamal Khashoggi's killing at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo had a mixed message: punish the journalist's killers, but maintain business as usual in U.S.-Saudi relations.
We need to get to the bottom of it. We need to find out who was responsible, hold them accountable, and do all of this, John, while protecting the enormously important strategic interest that the United States maintains with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Pompeo cited Saudi Arabia's role as a counterweight to Iran's influence and military power in the Gulf and the Middle East in general.
Saudi Arabia has been an important partner for the United States in attempting to change the behavior of the world's largest state sponsor of terror from that Islamic Republic.
One of the kingdom's wealthiest and most famous businessmen spoke to a U.S. television network, pushing back against implications from Turkey and some U.S. lawmakers that Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman had a role in Khashoggi's killing. Prince Awalid bin Talal spent months in detention in a Riyadh luxury hotel last year, along with many other wealthy businessmen and officials, as part of what the Crown Prince said was a crackdown on corruption.
The standing orders, which I said, I repeat, I disagree with, was to engage with them, talk to them, and try to convince them to come to Saudi Arabia. So I think some people in intelligence did follow these orders and sent a group of people to Turkey to engage with Jamal Khashoggi, and clearly something went wrong over there, whereby he was murdered.
Saudi Arabia is under intense international pressure over the Khashoggi murder, especially from Turkey. Without the U.S. on its side, the kingdom would be severely isolated. Analysts say the U.S. may try to leverage its influence to change Saudi foreign policy.
First, it's trying to move Riyadh towards a meaningful ceasefire in this disastrous war in Yemen. That's first and most important. The other, of course, is this completely futile blockade against Qatar, which has backfired, and in which Qatar has managed to avoid and evade the punishment that Saudi Arabia intended.
U.S. diplomacy threading a fine line with potentially vast consequences for the Middle East. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Washington.